Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla, and for today's video, we are going to be going over my budget and money goals for May 2022. Wow, it is about to be May, and I am pre-filming this, so if you're watching this on the Friday that it goes up, then I'm on vacation right now, but I will be back soon. So usually I don't make my budget this early. I will start making my budget this early, but I don't really finalize things until, a little bit closer toward the beginning of the month that I'm making the budget for. So I think these numbers are correct. I really made sure I paid attention, and I of course set my money goals, which I'm gonna go over first, and then we will get into my budget. Now, to be honest, setting my goals for May was probably the hardest part of this because we are, a week and a half or so away from May, and I just need a little bit more time to feel the numbers out. So I wasn't exactly sure what to expect for the final, all the results that I would have for April. So yeah, based off of what I have right now and my expectation for the rest of the month, these are my goals. And the first one has to do with my student loan savings. As we all know, the forbearance was actually supposed to end on May 1st, and now that's not happening. I was pretty excited about it ending just so I could make that lump sum payment and start actually, paying debt down. But to me, it's not a big deal. I am going to continue to save. And I have, at this point, the day of me filming, I just reached over 16,000 saved in my student loans. And actually in April, I had set the goal of getting over the 17,000 mark, or reaching 17,000. And I just don't think that's going to happen. And because I have vacation coming up and I know that I'll be spending a lot more money, that's not gonna be possible right now. So it's okay. So I think I'm gonna reset that goal to reach $17,000 saved for my student loans in May. If that's too low, then, it would be closer to like 17.5K, but I'm gonna aim for 17. Next is making extra and online income. Last month I combined the two, like how much I would like to make from them. And I'm gonna do that again this month. So last month I said $1,800. This month I wanna make at least $2,000 from both my online income and extra income. So combine the two and make over $2,000. I'm pretty sure that's feasible for May. Yeah, we'll see. The bulk of that will be coming from online income, but I do plan on doing some things to increase my extra income, which we will get to in just a moment. Actually, one of the goals is to potentially open a new credit card. I put new credit card ? Because that's one way for me to potentially make extra income in May. I have opened a card already this year, but I want to film a video, first of all, on how I choose cards, and I also have a big purchase planned in May. So I think I'll be opening a new card if that's possible in order to make that purchase and then get the bonus. So it may even pay out in June, but yeah, that's part of my list. Going along with that, I put that I would like to start some spring cleaning and post quite a few items for sale on Poshmark, Mercari, Marketplace, whatever it is, because I have some things that I've had on the top of my mind not the top of my mind, but in the back of my mind to post for sale so I can make extra cash. I have some workout clothes, I have some books, I have just some like random things that I know, electronics. I have like my old Fitbit, for example, that still works perfectly fine, that I can sell, and I need to just start posting those things. I really procrastinate on posting things for some reason. I hate doing that part, like taking the photos, posting it. I just don't like it, but I just need to dedicate a couple of hours to it, and it's no big deal. Get it up, it makes me extra income. And that's part of that $2,000. As I said, that's one way, or the second way that I would potentially increase my extra income. And then my final goal is to get my net worth over $11,000. Now, this was another one that I wasn't sure about. I knew I wanted a net worth goal because that's something I've been setting every month, but I don't know what I'm gonna hit in April, so this is hard. It really depends on the stock market at this point as well, because at the when was it? At the end of March, it was up, but now we're back down and things are not looking as great as they did in March. So I didn't even hit my goal for March, so I'm not sure if I'll hit the 10K in April. So I'm guessing I can probably get to 11K in May, but I really don't know. But okay, those are my goals. I think that's enough for the month. Everything's been going super fast, so I definitely have to be careful with the goals that not careful, but just I've definitely been setting a lot of stretch goals. And while setting those bigger goals does still encourage me, and no matter what, I'm gonna keep going toward my goals, it's also nice to actually hit goals. So to set goals and then actually hit them in the month when you plan for it. So I don't want to get into the habit of constantly setting goals that are unrealistic for myself. These are, I think for May are, going based off of what I know should be pretty realistic. Be sure to leave your goals for May in the comment section. I love to hear them. I think it's really motivating. So please feel free to leave those in the comments. But now we can go ahead and get to my income and budget for the month. And we're gonna start with my income. If you're interested in these spreadsheets that are on the screen, then it will be linked down below. You do have to make your own copy. Please do not ask for edit access. You have to make your own copy. But you can get these for free. As for my work income, I still don't know. I think about $3,400. This may be a little bit low. I'm having issues with my paycheck because my company is in a different state. There were some issues there initially where they charged me for that state instead of the state that I lived in for taxes. And then I realized that for my allowance, my Georgia state allowance, I elected 0, which I think I should have done 1. So if you put a 0, they withhold more money. If you put a 1, they withhold less. And it was a lot. So I thought it was an error because I was having them hold additional, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I thought it was my fault. It is my fault because I put that 0. I don't understand taxes, to be honest. I'm in finances, I don't do taxes. I thought my Georgia taxes would be lower for this last paycheck that I got, but that was not the case. So I changed it to 1, my allowance to 1, because they were taking out way too much. I know that I would end up getting a refund. I don't want a huge refund next year when I file my taxes. I'd rather have the money now. So I changed that to 1. I will see what happens in April, but then I think I'll get a little bit higher of a paycheck. So this maybe will be $3,600, but we shall see. Business income, I'm gonna put $1,300. I don't know. Yeah, that's just what I'm putting. Hopefully it's more. And then extra income or other income, I'm putting as $600. I know my goal is $2,000, so I probably should change that. Is that right? Yeah, I'll probably add another $100 to that. For this, I'll come back. I'll change it to $700 or maybe this to $1,400. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to hit $2,000 in May. If not, it's not the end of the world. But the reason I'm not changing it right now is because the way that this works is everything's filled out and I'm just hitting the undo button if y'all haven't noticed. So that's just the easiest way for me to do it. And that's why I change things at the end instead of as I'm going. Okay, so from sinking funds, I put $1,300 and I'll show you where this comes into play in my budget. For taxes, I'm budgeting $300. This is the money that I save for my quarterly estimated taxes. Then we have my sinking funds, $1,200 per usual. My Roth IRA, $300 also per usual. In recent months, y'all would have seen Coinbase underneath this, but I'm just not going to be contributing to that for some time, or at least not in May. Donate, my usual $50 is budgeted. Rent, trash, and pest, this is usually $1,411. It's gonna be a prorated amount in May. This is when my lease is officially renewing and the price is going up. Since it's prorated, I don't know the exact amount, but I'm just putting $1,500. After May, it's gonna go up to $1,537. So we've got a big jump there. Wi-Fi is still $55 with Google Fiber. Shout out to Google Fiber for not increasing your prices. Please stay that way because you guys already increased a couple years ago. Electricity, I'm budgeting $65. I'm gonna change that actually, I think, because I should be lower, but $65 for now. Water and sewage, I usually know the month before, but because it's too soon into the month, I don't know yet. I'm gonna guess about $35. My groceries, I'm lowering this. So I'm gonna go to $300. Yes, groceries are pretty insane right now, but I have protein powder. I have a 3-month supply of protein powder, and that's been one of my meals. So it's actually been saving me money. That's why my grocery spending has been lower. And Remember a couple of months ago, if you remember, I spent a lot in health and beauty because it was on those proteins, so it is balancing out. I figure I'm like planning meals that are going to be very simple, including like some oatmeal in there, like overnight oats, and just like very basic for May. Still healthy, of course, because you guys know that's a priority to me, but I want to keep it under 300. I really, really want May to be more of a strict month just because we're coming out of the first few months of the year being pretty chaotic for me. So I needed a month where I'm like more strict, and it's gonna be May. Food out I put at 50, so I'm okay with going out to eat, but want to stay under budget there, and I don't know, maybe I won't go out at all. We'll see. Gas for my car, I'm keeping at 50. I'll probably have to get it just once. Student loan savings, I'm putting that at 500. I may change this at the end of everything once I adjust other numbers, but I'm assuming by the end of April, I should be able to get to 16.5K or around there. And then I'll be able to get to that 17K goal that I said with another 500. Health and beauty, I'm budgeting $250. I know that I have probably a vitamin or supplement or something I need to reorder. I have a doctor's appointment, that's a $30 copay. I will be going to the chiropractor, that's like $120. It's like a sports chiropractor, and I think that should be it. I wanted to get a massage, but I'm gonna push that off until July, since that's like my birthday month, and I can wait until then. My phone, that is 40 for the dogs, 160. So this includes like just the money that I typically send my sister, plus we now have pet insurance for them. Business expenses, this is high. So this is where the $1,300 from my sinking funds comes in, because I think I'm going to be buying my laptop in May, because I really need it at this point. Like my laptop is struggling. I keep saying this every month. I've been saving for this, so by the time May comes around, I will have over $1,300 in that account specifically for a laptop. Plus, I can turn this one in for probably at least $150 or so, based off of what I saw on their website. And then the good thing about it is that this is a business expense, so that's one of the best things. Is anytime I purchase like a camera, SD cards, any material, computers for my business, which this is the main thing I use it for, I get to write it off. So that's a pretty big amount that I can write off. And then this is kind of where, going back to my goal where I wanted to open a new credit card. If I find a credit card where I just have to spend $1,000 in the first 3 months, then I can get a $200 bonus. Like, you see what I'm saying? I try to make things work out where it benefits me the most. But I have been saving for that. I'm very excited because I've saved for that, and that's one of the first things, the big purchases that I've actually saved for, and it will be able to purchase in cash, but still charge on a credit card to get the points. The other amount, this $225, includes the Google Workspace, that's $12, and then the rest of that is security for my website. I have security monitoring on my blog, which is very important because I've had my blog hacked before, and that costs way more money, trust me. Netflix, $15.49. Personal, $15. Hopefully this will be zero. I want this to be zero, not hopefully. We're gonna keep this low because I've spent a lot of money in personal, just on myself or vacation, whatever, in April, in March, and all the months before, and I really want to get this down. I'm giving myself some leeway in case there's something small that I want to buy and I don't feel so guilty, but I really want to stay under this. Gifts, Mother's Day is in May, so I'm gonna put 30 here. I have no clue, but I do have a sinking fund for gifts, so actually I'll need to fix that. Let me see at the top. I'll add to this in just a moment. And then entertainment, there is something that I purchased, like tickets to something at the end of May, Memorial Day weekend, for myself and my boyfriend a couple of months ago. And once we're there, I think I'll end up purchasing more things for that. And that's fine with me because I really like spending on experiences. Plus it's like something for my boyfriend. So I'm expecting maybe $60 for that. Now, let me move some numbers around. So first of all, if I pull from my gift sinking fund, this will be $1,330. Let me go ahead and change this to $1,400. So that comes out to $2,000. Let's see, we're working with $129 now. I'll keep my water and sewage at $35. I don't know what it will be, but I'm gonna put electricity down to $60. That's good. So then I think I could probably put $600 to my student loans instead. And then that gives me a $34 cushion between everything. I think that works out a little bit better. Yeah, assuming, like I may even make more from work. I'm not gonna change that though for now, but I think $3,400, it might be a little low. These should be on point, I think. And then if I pull from my sinking funds, assuming I do purchase the laptop this month, that's what it will come out to. So that would be me spending $6,695.49. Excluding my debt and savings, I'm spending about $4,300. I know it's a pretty high spend month still, just because if I were to like purchase the laptop and such, but because I have cash saved for that, it obviously balances it out. So it's almost as if that doesn't even matter. I have been saving specifically for that. And so, as I said, I really want May to be more of a calm month and not spend too much money because, yeah, I was just searching for some time when I could spend less money because I'm going to be traveling again in June. So usually when you travel, you spend more on groceries or you have to, get like Ubers and stuff or pay for parking. I felt like May was the only time that I could, in the near future, that I could get more strict. And May is much more beautiful weather here in Georgia. It starts getting hot here, but that's like the best time to be outside. So I feel like if we're doing things like going to events or something, I can do them for free. Just go outside, go to the park. I now have a Stone Mountain Pass. I can park there for free. So I think we're good. And also when it comes to personal spending, there's like nothing I need to buy. There's just more things that I need to post for sale so I can make more money, spend less, and that's a great situation to be in. So I wanted a month where things are calm down and a little bit more strict. So that is it. Hopefully it's a pretty accurate reflection of the upcoming month, but again, it is a little bit more difficult when I'm planning things out so far in advance, but that is okay. That's it for my May budget and money goals. Please comment down below whatever you want to share. If you want to share your money goals or your budget for the month, I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of April and a fantastic May. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.